think at this point it's about bridging the gap. It's a hybrid community garden and urban farm that aims to bridge the gap in the Chapel Hill community. So that gap, it can be food access, but also and mostly the social gap between the homeless population and the community at large. It has two main parts. It has a community garden and an urban farm. The community garden invites families in from the community to rent out an individual plot for a fee per year, and they harvest their own vegetables, grow and harvest their own vegetables, and get to keep or distribute them the way they want. The urban farm half is the half that grows produce to sell to community partners like Vimla's Curry Blossom Cafe, or to be distributed to bread ministries and food pantries. But that's the part of the garden that actually serves as the transitional employment program. Well, as of last summer, we had three homeless participants or at-risk participants as part of that transitional employment program, and they were able to work in the urban farm half and have relationships with and work alongside all of the community members who were involved with the community garden half. So the transitional employment program, its premise is to be a credential for people who are willing and able to work, to look for and find employment, but have some sort of barrier to being employed. So whether that's a criminal record from something they did a long time ago, or long-term unemployment itself can be a barrier, or age. We want to give them an opportunity to prove that they are employable. We want to be a reference for the next job that they apply for. For the employer to come back to us and say, like, can this person do the job, or just to see that they held a job for a while and realize they can. We want it to be the stepping stone. So it's not about reforming anybody. It is about facilitating relationships with students and community members, but at the same time, we just want to give employable people the opportunity to prove that they're employable. Yeah, volunteers come from everywhere. A number of UNC students are very involved with the project. We have a number of community volunteers beyond those that are involved with the community garden. People from the community enjoy coming out to work in the urban farm half of it. And we also have partnerships, not only with a number of groups that come out on individual basis, but Volunteers for Youth, which is a service for youth in the area that have required community service hours. We have pick and pays every Saturday during the growing seasons, and community members come out and purchase what they pick. It's a fun way for them to interact with the garden. It's a great way to bring them out and make sure that they're coming around and meeting people. And it's also a nice revenue source. Most of the people farming in the individual plots use the produce for themselves and their families. There are some groups, some church groups and youth groups that farm in that space, that donate their proceeds to St. Joseph's Bread Ministry or the IFC Food Pantry. If we have extra that we haven't sold and we don't want it to go bad, we'll donate it directly. But generally, as I mentioned before, we want the produce to be a revenue source so it sustains the garden space itself, because the main mission of the garden is to be a space that welcomes everybody as a byproduct, that's wonderful if we can donate food. But it's meant to be a space for the community to come and interact. For now, we're happy with where it has been and where it's going.